was a joke to me. And you showed that to me, that you should've left. I showed you hard, do I earn my spot? Say bobbing up and down your head, shit is so damn good. When I be on it, I be feeling so good. Glue when I should coke Saturday, I be feeling every moment till I marry you. Regret I had a dinner, I just wanna puke. Oh, bitch.
Hello, yeah, back. Yeah, back. I just pause this music or just reduce the volume, okay? Wait. I'm big fan of your videos. Thank you, brother. Keep supporting. Let's go. So, in yesterday's live stream, we have created this scene under 10 minutes, okay? Under 10 minutes. Of course, that's the second time we have created this. The first time took like 1 hour to break down and recreate. So in this live stream, we will try to make few more steps of progress in this project. So for those who are watching like for the first time, let me just show you the original video. Okay, so for that I have to share my full screen. So wait a second. I'll show the original video that we are recreating right now. So get an idea, okay? Okay, now I guess my whole screen is visible. Now it's from the dribble. I've saved this same animation on dribble, but I've seen the first time I've seen this is on Pinterest. It's not visible. It will take some time, I guess. Or if it's not okay. Now it should be visible. Now from where we can see the saved post, I don't know. I saved that post inside animation. I don't know what I saved. Okay, I think it's in collections. Okay, here are the saved posts, whatever you call it. Also, this is the animation that we are recreating currently on live streams. It's not fully visible, I guess. Now you guys can see this post. Okay, so there are 3 cards, few coins, one 3D card which is rotating and coming out of the phone, which is not actually coming out of the phone, it's just a phone and a 3D card which is aligned properly to give it a feel that it's coming out of the phone. Okay, so we have to design the UI and the credit cards or whatever they are. Okay, then we have to create this 2 coins which is on top left and bottom right corner. Okay, then we have to make the background which are which has three coins, okay, or three flat surfaces with the numbers. And we have created this phone. So yeah, let's start working on this project. Okay, so in today's lesson we'll try to create or try to find out how to actually create these cards. Okay, since creating a composition with this card like contents and make it 3D won't work because it get affected by the lights we have used to light up the phone and the ring and all the other things. So we have to find out another way, okay, to make this card. There are two, like not two, one method failed, so we have to go with the second method, which is creating these cards inside element 3D. Okay, so we'll try to create this card today, uh, and let's see is it possible to create this or not inside element 3D. Okay, since we have to animate it from the bottom. Okay, so we have to place the anchor point at the bottom, and let's see is it possible or not. If not, then we have to find some other techniques or tricks to get same results. Okay, hello brother, how are you? I'm good brother, the artist. What about you? How are you? So let's start. Okay, for now I'm not adding the cards part in this composition. I will create a new composition for that. We'll try to create cards first in that composition, then if it works then we will just recreate that inside this element 3D composition. Okay, so it will be easy for you to understand and it would be easy for me to work with, since this project is getting bit heavier by the time. So first thing first, let's rename this. Okay, we'll rename this 3D cards. Okay, and I will create a new solid layer. I will name it element. And if you guys face like any problem on stream, just drop in the chat. Okay, since I have muted my stream on my phone, so I don't know if my audio is clear or not. Okay, भाई मुझे आपसे एक हेल्प चाहिए, if you don't mind just text me on Instagram brother, or just ask here. I will try to help you on Instagram after that stream. Okay, element, and let's add a element effect. Here is the effect. I'm not switching my screen to After Effects since we're gonna switch to scene setup and After Effects multiple times. So let's see, what we can do here is, let's go to scene setup first, then we can create a plane from here. Okay, like this. I will rotate this into x-axis, so this is the x. Okay, I'll set this to -90. Okay, -90. Then let's increase the size little bit in x-axis and reduce the height in y-axis to get a card type look. Okay, so I will just increase this to 1.8, and I guess we don't have to reduce the size in like y-axis. It's looking good, and I will enable the two side panel. Okay, so our backside is visible. If I turn it off, you can see it's not visible from the backside. Okay, so let's turn this on, and what if we click on normalize size? So the normalized size will increase the size a little bit. And here is the first problem. Okay, our cards, let me show you. Our cards has rounded corners, okay, as you can see. And in element 3D, I don't know how to create those, so you have to find that out first. मैं इंस्टा पे मैसेज किया है आपको और just drop your ID here. I will check your DM later. So let's see how we can like add some round corners on this panel. For that, I guess there should be an option to like create or make them round. Edge mode, I guess, connected. Subdivision, optimize. I guess there is no option to add rounded corners. So let's try another method, okay? So I'll just delete this plane from here. And now what we can do here is we'll just create a solid shape, okay? So I will just double click on this. We'll open the properties panel and this shape, it will create this shape which has stroke on and fill off. Okay, so I will just copy the stroke color hex code and set it to none, then turn on the fill, add color and paste that hex code here. Okay, and we'll get this. Now let's change the size of this, and I will just go to the my browser and search for Visa card size in pixels. Okay, I searched this yesterday. So size will be 11, 10, 11, 638. So 10, 11, 638. Okay, so this will be our size. And let's add some round corners like 60 pixels, or I will just increase the width of this to 1260 or 1160. Okay, so now we have this. Now I will go to element layer, in effect controls, then I will set custom text and mask. Okay, I will just select my shape layer from here, go to scene setup, and here I will just extrude this. Okay, so it should work, but it's not working, so we have to find another way. Let's hit OK. Let's go to custom layers and let's try another way. What we can do here is just go to custom layers, texture maps, and texture layer map 1. Okay, then let's go to scene setup. There is another option that we can use, which is download and switch to cinema 4D, but currently I don't know how to use cinema 4D, so you have to find a way to like go and create this in element, and my element just crashed, I guess. Okay, so it won't work if we select the solid shape layer as a texture map. Okay, so let's see what we can do here is we can take this and this will not work. This won't work. Let's create something else. Or if we go to starter pack physical, okay, then let's check. Or we can just download the 3D model of a card. Okay, so let's go on Sketchfab. We'll just use a 3D model, okay, since make round corners in element 3D is not possible, and the method of opening Cinema 4D to make a round card is out of our skill set level, since I don't know how to use Cinema 4D. Okay, so I'll just search credit card and my keyboard lag. Credit card, okay, like this, and I'll just download a plain version, or you can download anything from here, doesn't matter. Mass magnet card, okay, let's download this. If it's free, okay, it's free, so I'll just download this, okay. And we're gonna need, let's download FVX, okay. I'll place this inside 3D objects and name it, uh let's leave the name at same. Now I have my credit card model downloaded, and currently the format of this card file is FPX, which is not supported in element 3D, so we have to change that before we can use that inside our element 3D scene, okay. So for that I will just rename this blank card, okay, and I will just open my blender, and let's wait. Okay, then let's open our scene here, delete all this, go here, import our file extension is fbx. I will select on this, then go to 3D objects, card source, and here is our model. So just hit OK, and it will take some time, I guess. Okay, so here's a model which is weirdly aligned. I'll just set rotation to 0, 0, 0, and it has keyframes, I guess. Yes, it has keyframes. Just open this, and let's move on to our exporting option. Okay, just select the card. I'll delete this. Wait, you can't delete this. Okay, let's set it to 0, 0, 0 in rotation. since we don't need rotation on our card. Then I will export this in obj format, and I will save this here. Okay, I will just name it card and hit export. Now I will just open my element 3D scene, and from here I will just go inside the 3D object and just import this model over here. Okay, it's that simple. And here is our model. Okay, now I will just close my blender since we don't need this from now. And let's apply a material. Okay, let's apply some material on this card. Let's apply chrome like this and hit OK. Now let's move the card down, go to scene setup again, and we have to change the rotation of this card since it's in bit different rotation. So I will just set it to front and set this to 0, and let's set it to 90. Okay, and I will hit OK. Now card will appear in our composition. Now the new thing which we're gonna do here is let's precomp this. Okay, and to precomp this I will just go to Windows extension, or from the scripts area. Wait, oh, what the heck, I will launch my reach script. This script is very useful. I will go here and search for the crop, see, and there is option to crop and precomp. Okay, we'll just scroll little bit and more scroll. Okay, there is an option to precomp a layer. आप कितने साल से सब कर रहे हो? 5 साल. Let's say, where is that option? Precomp it. Okay, precomp, enable all expressions, create. Okay, here's the option. Now it will create a same size composition to this shape layer. Then we can just go to texture maps, select this crop, and go to scene setup, go to perspective, and from here I will just scroll down, or wait, I will select this material, then go to diffuse. Before that, I will just reset the material to this one. Okay, which is totally blank solid. Then I will just go to diffuse and select my that layer. Okay, that we have selected as a texture map. And as you can see, it's almost there. Okay, we just have to scale this composition up, not too much, just little bit to cover this area. Okay, and I will just hit OK. Now let's create a light, just ambient light for now, and a camera, which is gonna be 2 node for now, and hit OK. Then I will just lock this and go inside my this shape layer comp. I'll place that here by dragging it there. Okay, then what I will do here is just scale this shape layer down. Okay, not from the scale, from the properties. Then I will reduce the size of this shape. Okay, which is pink colored, so like this. Now I can see what's changing on the card in real time. So let's reduce the size like this. As you can see, it's not applied properly on our card. So let's grow from 100. Okay, so we know how much size we need for our card. Okay, then we have to move this like this, and I will turn on this grid and just watch from here. Okay, I'll place this in center. It's very tricky part to create something like this in Element 3D, since it's not meant to create models or something like those stuff. So we have to find a shortcut or creative way to pull off this type of things. Now I will just increase the size to 400. Okay, like this. Now this is working. I will reduce this bit, so 540 will work, I guess, or it we have to increase little bit more. You can see we are almost there. We just have to increase little bit more. So let's increase this to 550. Okay, now 550 is almost there too, but we have to increase this more to 5. Now this is working. Okay, so now our width is matched to our car. Now let's match the height. Okay, now let's increase the height to something like this, and 462. Okay, and I guess the rotation is bit mismatched here, so you have to fix that too. For that, what I will do here is I will just go here and let's increase this to fill the whole area. Let's set this to 485. Okay, now it's kind of filling the whole card, but there is a little gap on the bottom, so I'll just replace this by arrow key like this. So it will fill that empty area, okay? And it's not working, I guess, or it's just a glitch. I guess it's moving the whole card, okay? We don't want that. So let's fix this from here. Okay, now it's working properly. We have to select this composition in order to move the shape on the card, okay? Let's zoom in a little bit. And again, we have moved the whole card, not the shape. So we have to select this shape, then we can move this like this, okay? Then again, let's select this composition and this layer and move this up, and it's almost fixed, okay? Before that, we have to check that the rotation is correct or not, okay? Since this is looking square and the card is not square, okay? Now to check that, I will just create a star or something, or I will just type a text here, okay? Let's type a text here, 1. Okay, then we will align this to the center of this card like this, and as you can see, it's stretched out on the card, which is looking awful. So we have to fix that too. Now to fix that, we have to go inside scene setup, and from here what we can do here is go down a little bit in this area, and there should be an option to UV wrap, because these options are for the material. And yeah, I guess there is the option. Let's see if we can fix the problem from here or not. Do- okay, we can offset this. We can set this to 0.4 and 0.5. 0.5 is looking good. And let's set this to 0.15, 0.12. Okay, so 13 will work only. Now let's set okay. Now this is looking good. Not perfect, but enough for the card animation, okay? Since we are just we're just gonna use the image, okay? So this method is working, but there is few problems, okay? Like the UV mapping and all stuff, which is okay. Now let's try to improve this more, okay? Before adding this card into the main animation. So for that, we'll turn off this first, and from element and I'll close this. Go to scene setup. Now since we checked that our material is working on the one side, okay, as you can see, it's covering the other part too, I guess, which I don't want. Okay, so we can only use the front side of this card. You have to avoid using backside or showing backside of this card. Okay, now what we can do here is that go inside this card, texture, composition, and change color to white like this, and let's add some movement to this card. Okay, so from group one I will just create a null like this, and in here I will just try to rotate this. Okay, and let's see how the backside is looking. So it's half black and half white. So now let's check some other things, which is moving anchor point. So let's move this, or we can just use this tool. I think it's not gonna work. Let's try to use motion tools, and it's not working either. Let's close this and try to place anchor point manually at the bottom. Okay, so 540 divided by 2 will take us here, and we can set this to 40, which won't work either. We set it to 50, to 45, to 48, to 49. Okay, so 249 is working. Now we have to move it to this side uh, to achieve the result we want. We have to create a grid like this, a ruler or whatever you call it. Then we can just start moving this like this, and since the corner is round, uh, we just have to focus on this area. We're just gonna align this to this straight line, and we will get the results we want. Okay, we will set this to 160. 160 won't work. 150, 57, 56. Okay, so it's right there and it's working. Okay, I can hide this ruler, and this is my card. Now let's try to play with the rotation. This is gonna be X. Let's check in the original animation. Okay, so just in X axis, let's try to animate in similar way. I'll move this to 130. Go to start, or let's go to the second keyframe and set this to something like this. Now it's out of our frame, our composition. Okay, so I will just move this down, like this. go like this, and we'll come back to the rotation. We'll select this keyframes and close this and apply this easing. Okay, we'll set my work area to here. Now this is looking good. I will move to third second of my timeline, then select this keyframe, copy and paste it here. Select this keyframes and apply this easing. Okay, now let's play this on loop for a second. Okay, now we have to do the same thing but for three cards. Okay, so our first card is ready. We have to animate these two cards, and we have to find a way to create them in a way which is not system heavy and which is easy to control. Okay, so one thing we can do here is that, as you can see, we have five groups. Okay, the first group has the first card. We can add the rest of two cards in these two groups. Okay, and we have to repeat the same process of this null layer which we have done. Move the anchor point and change position to align them properly in composition, then apply rotation and play around the settings. Okay, so let's see what we can do here in our main composition. Since we figure out how to create this card, second thing we have to figure out is that how to apply textures. Okay, since without textures these cards will look useless and awful. Okay, so to figure out that too, and we have to design the inside of the card later on, but for now let's just focus on figuring out how to add this card inside our element. We have to create a new element layer, or we can just use the phone element layer, which is this one. Let's check. Okay, I guess we don't have to create another element layer since we have three slots left. Element 3D gave us five groups. Okay, the two is in the use, the rest of three is empty, so we can use those to add the cards. Okay, before that let's try to fix one small error, which is this one. Okay, so the current texture is not applied correctly on this card. Okay, if you rotate this card, you can see that there is no texture on the half of the card in the back. Okay, and yes, this is not working. You have to fix that too. Okay, where is the card? Okay, I'm changing the rotation of the camera. Okay, if I rotate this card 360 or 180, as you can see there is black area, which might cause issues or problems in our project, so we have to fix that too. uh let's see how we can fix this. Okay, or is there any like way or technique to fix this? Let's see. I'll just move this here and here. Let's wait and watch. Okay, let's observe things without speaking much. Okay, so the phone is set it up, the ring is ready. The- we figure out how to create this card. We just have to implement this card inside this element layer in group 3, 4 and 5. But before that we have to fix the texturing issue of this card. Okay, so to fix that, what we can do here is that I guess create a similar size panel, then we can see how our texture is working inside element 3D. Then we can switch from that blank panel to something, to our card. Okay, not something to our card. Okay, so let's set this panel. I'm just taking one sided panel like this, and I will also import that card model here. I'll use auto normals. Hit OK. Move that here. Set this to 3. Normalize size. Okay. So I guess let's watch this card from the front side or from the right side. Okay, the right side will work fine. I'll select this card. I will set this to 0 and set this to minus 90 like this, and scale this up like this to touch this grids. Okay, I'll select the card and it says here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.5. I'll just select this 1, 2, 3.5, which is around like here, like this. And let's just set it to 30. Okay, so it's a bit wider than the card, so to reduce that to around like 27. Okay, so we are almost there. Let's set it to 26, and 26 is working good. Now we can just hide this card, use this panel model, hit OK, and let's turn off the group 1 and group 2, and from group 3 we have to rotate this to so we can see it from the front side. For that we have to set this to 90 and this to 0 and this to minus 90. Hit OK and our card is visible. Okay, now what I will do here is go here, open the drop down, select diffuse, select texture map to custom layer 2, hit OK, go here down, and I will just create a new composition, or just go here, reveal composition in project. I will duplicate this, go to the main, I will select this to texture, OK, and I will just drag that comp inside the main composition, drag it down, go to element, element controls, custom layers, custom texture maps, and on layer 2 I will just select my texture like this, and what I will do here is I'll just add a text. Okay, just add a text, change font to SF Pro, hit OK, go here, set it to medium, select the text layer, align it to center, go here and set color to hot pink, or whatever it is. Okay, now I can just lock this layer, set to one view, open the texture comp, which is this one, set it on side, turn this off, go to the shape layer, change, or before changing that I will just align this into the center like this, then I will just increase this 720, 720, or 620. Okay, then I will just go to main element, effects in setup, and before changing anything I will just select this, go it down to UV, I will increase this to like this, and I will offset this to align this into the center. Okay, like this, I will hit OK. My card should look normal like this. Now I will just go to texture, go to properties panel, which is here, textures, select the shape layer, and just start increasing this to something like this, more like 1920 or 1930, 980, and 985 will work. I have to align this in center like this, and now we have to crop this composition to the size of this shape layer. Okay, for that I will use reach, and from here just select the option which we have used a few moments ago, which is crop composition, Okay, let's roll down, I guess. But- Okay, so here's the option. Now we will go inside this composition, or instead of doing this, we'll just undo this, go to the textures. I'll just change the size of this composition to the same as the shape layer, which is gonna be with 1985 635. Okay, and it is our texture map. Okay, now in 3D cards I will just go to projects, import this texture map here like this, turn the I button off, go to elements. From here I will just change the texture map to this. Let's check if it's working or not. Okay, so it's kind of working, but we have to rotate this composition. Okay, for that I will use motion 4, so I can rotate the whole composition seamlessly. Okay, it takes some time, and from here I will just go here and rotate this. Okay, like this. Now it's rotated, and I will rotate this solid too, align this to center. And in cards we have something like this, which is kind of ruined. We have to fix that too. Okay, and we will fix that, but before that let's undo this like this. In 3D cards, go to element, scene setup, and it's currently looking like this. So it's using both side of, it's using same composition to warp around the whole card. Okay, which we don't want. And to fix this issue we can, one thing here is that create something like this in Blender, which will be one-sided and with the round corners. Okay, beveled corners, that might work. Let's see, let's save this project for now. Let's think of it. Okay, let's think what we can do here. What we can do here. I guess we have to create it from scratch, the card. Okay, the whole card inside the Blender, and Then we will import that inside the element 3D and apply the texture perfectly, since the current method won't work and the card model which we have tried is causing some texture problems. Okay, so we have to fix that. To fix that, we have to go inside Blender, of course, or we can go with the Cinema 4D, but using Cinema 4D is a bit hard than it looks. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind too before proceeding with any method. Okay, and let's take some time and I'll come back tomorrow with the solution. For now, let's end this stream here, okay? Because uh, we can't do anything without the Blender, okay? And I have to see few things and how we can do, and I have to rethink every possible way that we can use to recreate this, okay? So that's it for this live stream. We have tried so many different things and tried to recreate this card, which we did, but not in a way that we can use in our main composition. Okay, so we have to find another way, which we will do tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. So I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay.
I don't understand what's been on my mind lately. A slow and messy. I don't understand when being so nice to me. Then you just met me. I don't buy the way you not okay. Gotta go grab your mouthpiece. I don't like you, not even one bit. Please back up off me. Yeah, I mean that shit. Every word that I said. I mean that shit. I said I hate your ass. I hate your ass till my stomach. I'm counting my 4, 5, 7. Listen to me, boy, you better be out of here. I hate you with all my heart. You always this stun's a joke to me. And you showed that to me. You should've left. I showed you hard. Say bobbing up and down, yeah, shit so damn good. When I be on it, I be feeling so good. Glue when you ask your coke, said it. I be feeling every moment till I marry you. Regret I had a dinner. I just wanna